right, what is this? Round 13?
Lucky number 13, if you will.
Lucky number 13. Hopefully there's some good stuff.
I still don't understand why we were afraid of numbers.
I know. We should probably cut it out at some point.
I would think.
I think at this point we're getting to the point now where we don't need numbers.
Well, we probably need them, but they can just be in the background.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
We can show. It's fine. All right, so
ongoing.
Round
we're
number
starting with
1.
something great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so be lucky, and it's a clover, 4-leaf clover.
Yeah. Clover's big, not the best idea.
Yeah, it's pretty blown up and distorted, right? I only recognize what this is because of the thin lines around it. It looks like 4 hearts to me, or like 4 berries or something, right? And the be lucky, obviously, is helping distinguish it. But, I mean, considering this is healed, it could be worse.
It honestly definitely be worse.
It could be worse. But, like, why would you line that edge of this clover right onto the knuckle like that?
Yeah, I mean...
that's a strange decision.
Yeah. I mean, doing a clover on the whole of your hand is a strange decision in its entirety.
Yeah.
I would have done a really small one, kind of above the thumb.
Yeah.
Save that space for something
else. How big
else.
do you need be lucky to be?
How big do you need it?
I guess it depends on what the significance is.
Maybe it's a really big amount of luck you need.
Yeah, you need a lot of luck.
You
need a lot of luck to make this look good.
The thing that I immediately went to was just like, oh, this is someone's VLT hand. Just pulling the arm of the VLT.
Yeah, I only gamble with this hand.
This is my lucky hand that I gamble with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be too harsh to this person, but there were some really bad choices here.
Well, I think going into it was probably, just oversized.
And with any knowledge of how tattoos healed, you would have just changed the positioning of this, and you would have had a better chance.
Yes.
Why does any part of this need to be on the knuckle? No part of this needs to be on the knuckle.
I mean, I would agree with you.
Move it up slightly. That's all you had to do. It's not like you have a sleeve that's connecting to this.
Man, you don't even have to move it up. You could turn it a little. Very little, you could turn it.
Just avoid the knuckle. It's like they specifically wanted this part of it to fall apart. It seems a little evil to me.
Yeah, just a bit.
Be lucky, be evil, more like.
Exactly.
Right? So
yeah, I would have recommended something else for sizing.
There's a lot you can say about the shading here, but I don't even think we need to go into that.
Cause when you think about it, like with the things that can be done now, because obviously this is a little bit older.
Yeah.
The things that can be done now in terms of like hyper realistic stuff. I wonder what a really realistic looking clover giant would look like.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't see it.
Because this is a lot of like, they're making shit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want it to look more like a leaf, so I do some things to try and make it more look like leafy.
Yeah.
But if you were to actually take a clover, blow it up and look at the actual detail of it, I wonder what could be done.
Yeah, I don't know. They definitely took some artistic liberties here. So it's hard to say what it would look like.
Mm-hmm.
But
anyways, it's a lucky start.
Yeah.
Next up.
This is way better.
Yep.
And even just, this is a better example of what I just was saying.
Yes.
The placement. All we did was shading over the knuckles. Mm-hmm. Who cares if the shading falls out? And it does fall out, right?
Yes.
This is a really realistic expectation of what to expect when you get your hand saturated like this.
Yep.
And if you want better than that, it's going to take multiple sessions.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm interested to see dots. I want to see a dotted out hand.
I think you'll see it here one day.
Yeah?
I think I'll probably go that way.
Nice.
I think eventually it comes to that for whenever I do the fourth and third pass of my fingers.
Yeah.
I'll be doing it. But, this was a really wise way to do this. I really like the symmetry, but it's not exactly the same. Like even just sleeve to sleeve. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of continuation happening here, but it's not all the same.
Yep.
So the
vibe is very similar. I like that.
Yeah. This is a really, really aesthetic tattoo. Mm-hmm. I quite enjoy everything I'm seeing here.
And my new favorite thing is blackground. Like blackground tattooing is just my favorite thing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was crazy because years ago when you'd say, "Oh, just put black," and it's like you're just gonna put black.
Yeah. What are you doing that for?
It's like because
why don't we put a bunch of dots and stars and stuff there instead?
Yeah.
No. Put black. It looks sweet.
What else would pop these hand tattoos better?
Right.
And what else would
contrast.
look? Because the other thing is like if it's just black and it's not any kind of a design, who cares if any part of that black falls out?
Yep.
It wasn't a design, so
it's just texture or
yep.
back. It's
Yeah,
just
this
shadow at that point, right?
Yeah, this is way not just better done, but also just there was a better attention to detail and practiced understanding of how the skin heals.
Yep.
In these hand tattoos versus the last one.
Yep.
Nothing important is lost on the knuckle.
No. And like with the touch-ups that do need to happen are very minimal.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Well,
bad.
you could wear this like this if you want.
Yeah,
right?
you could for sure.
I would want to touch it up.
Yeah, me too.
But like some people wouldn't care.
Well, some people just want to go through it once.
Yep.
Which I get. That's understandable.
Yeah, really cool.
Shit hurts. All right. Next up, more hands.
More hands. So we're developing a theme here.
Yeah. Well, this is where the theme ends. But
Is it?
yes.
They did pretty good on this one too. They avoided the knuckle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this one as much as the last one, but I like this a lot. I just think that there's too many ideas going on here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the dog portrait is sweet. I find it adorable, but it's a little goofy, right? Like this is where I love it and hate it.
Yep. I get that.
Because like I think it meets and misses the mark of
Yes.
what a portrait should be.
Yeah, it's like there's character to it, but
Yeah.
might not be 100%.
Now the flower on the hand I like quite a bit. The flower on the wrist I don't like at all.
Okay, so can I posit a question?
Yeah.
The smoke between the two? What if you just black that out?
Yeah, that would be way better.
It'd be way better, right?
And I think blacking out the little smoke between the dog and the flower too.
Yeah, I'd do the same.
Same thing.
Yeah,
It would
same.
make this more continuous. It would blend it in with the black on the knuckles.
Yep.
And then I would even black out up around that. I'd leave a line around the dog and continue the blackout. I don't
Yeah.
know what the quote is here or whatever.
That's Oma on his knuckles.
Does it say
or her
no?
knuckles.
Not that. I mean, up on the
Oh yeah, I don't
the
know.
text,
I
whatever.
think
that-
they've already they've gone.
yeah,
over
so
some
they
of it.
should just get rid of all of that. They should
Yeah.
just do a line around the dog, and that will pop the dog out with a little bit of negative space border.
Yep.
And then just keep blacking up. Why not?
Yep, I agree.
Have the black as a continuous background behind all of this. It pops that flower so much more then. Because right now it's just like, what is this weird 2-flower flame thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would get rid of those flames, man. Then that lotus is really going to pop.
Exactly.
Because that's actually quite nice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even though it's a little pointy, but like
Yeah.
just the smoke will help push that way forward.
It's pointy in a way that I don't find as offensive
Yeah,
as other times.
right?
Because it's done in a way that you could tell they meant to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they were trying to be realistic.
Yeah, it wasn't like an oopsies.
It's when they try to be realistic and it gets that jagged edge, that's when it starts
Yep.
getting... it
Yeah.
starts eating at me.
Because if it's going to be stylized, yeah, just lean into it. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
this is a cool one.
But yeah, just a little more black in there.
Yep.
That seems to be our answer for a lot of things.
A
but
lot
that's
of
okay.
things, yeah.
Next up,
So I do like this one.
me too.
It's a great use of negative space because really when you look at this thing from a person with a lot of work's perspective, there isn't really a lot done here.
No, this is quick.
Like this could be done in a session.
Yeah, that'd be a painful session, but damn well you could.
It could be done. Like sometimes I'll say that couldn't be done in a set. This one could because you're just playing up negative space, right?
Even that pattern work is so light.
Oh yeah, and I really love the leafy stems or whatever going up here on
leafy
the shoulder
bug?
blades.
Yep.
Yeah, just that use of negative space in just the right areas.
Yep.
And you're getting the lightest light source ever there. Right.
That's where like people don't understand how quickly you could do something like this until you start understanding how to implement negative space like this.
Well, because a lot
like
of
the
guys
hard
would
black
try and
stuff,
like
too.
shade into that.
Yeah.
Try, I got to put something in there. No, you don't need to put nothing in there.
Well, I mean, it all depends on your style.
Fair enough.
Some people can see this way, and some people really can't.
Well, you have to be able to look at the back, the shape of the back, and then go, like, create the face within that back almost in your mind.
Yeah.
Because, like, stenciling this would have been difficult, too.
Well, I would assume the face was drawn on.
That's what I would think.
I could see the leaves being stenciled on because they're kind of perfect shapes. You could have drawn those too, though. But I would have drawn that face. That's where I would have started.
The only thing I want to do with this is I want to add a little bit in underneath the eyes. Like I just want to add a little more dark in there. I think because I think that the eyes can be a little bit of a trick.
Yeah.
Like that they don't have enough black around them.
I getcha.
I think that if you just deepened the black underneath and over top, you'd get a better pop of that white because there's just so much negative around the eyes that you're not getting that clear shot of the negative.
Yep.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but
no, it makes sense.
I think if you just had, because we have only so many big elements here,
Yep.
we could have gone even bolder with the eyes.
And I like my main critique would be the leaves on the bottom on like the love handly area.
Yeah.
I would have switched those for filigree
Yeah, I think so. I think
Just
filigree fits.
to kind of swoop into the face there to help accent that. You know what I mean? Like it's just more movement in like a circular motion rather than just straight up.
Yeah.
Because right now this is just straight up into the top, which I understand why you did that, but they're really big negative shapes, and I think like you've lost some area that could have been used.
I also look at this from like a pain and difficulty of tattooing kind of mindset, and I see some of the harder areas to work with are
Yep.
avoided
Yes.
cleverly.
Yeah.
Which is not a knock. That's
No,
again
it's just
smart
man.
tattooing.
That's just
efficient
real clever.
tattooing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone that's done a lot of back pieces, you know?
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm not going to waste time in places where we're going to get minimal return for our work,
Yeah.
right? So,
Well,
this-
like all the good stuff is in those heavy
Yep.
lifting areas. You know what I mean? Like
and
all
this
the
is an easy
important
area to
information.
sit for and really easy to saturate in. So it's a really smart tattoo.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. Next up,
Oh.
if I can. Yep. Last but not least,
Okay, this has got to be the favorite of the day.
I knew it would be. I don't know if you've noticed, but I kind of understand what you like in tattoos.
Yeah. I think you're starting to zero in on it.
Getting your vibe here.
Yeah, I just love how creepy he is. Like, he looks like a zombie frog,
Yep.
right? Like,
Agreed.
I think that's the vibe.
Or vampire frog.
I really, really love these little waves.
Oh, I know, right?
The negative space use
They're
is
so cute.
amazing. And the blue, that transition of the blue is absolutely out of this world. Like the dark blue to the light blue.
So quick.
Is
but
there
yet so
white
well.
in there?
Probably.
Like, I'm trying to figure out all the different tones. It looks like this took a long time for what it is.
Man, I don't think so.
No?
I think someone is quite adept at what they do, and they just managed to slam that ink in there really quickly.
I've had a really hard time looking at color, like little color pieces like this ever since I got those pixel art ones done on my
Yeah,
ankles because those took so long.
Yeah.
But those were little squares, right? Like every little square was shaded individually, and that they were all different colors.
Yeah.
So there was like 13 or 14 different colors in there, and then they were a bitch to cover up too.
Oh, of course,
Because
yeah.
they were so bulletproof, right? They didn't age a day. But I really like the color blending in this.
Yep.
And the red around the yellow eyes is really great to pop
Oh,
the
yeah.
yellow out too.
That vampire frog is strong out.
Yeah. He looks evil but adorable, and I just want to pet him.
I love that he's wearing a cape.
Yeah.
This, to me, gives me the vibe of Futurama. I don't know if it's from Futurama, but it just gives me that
Yeah,
vibe.
I don't know if this guy's from anything.
You just think this was
Like I don't know if I've ever
pure inspiration?
I've never seen him.
Yeah.
I would love to know if this is from somewhere. Someone
Yeah.
could tell us.
I'm sure the comments will let us know.
But yeah, this one's
Sick.
the best one of the day for
Hell
me.
yeah,
For
I
sure.
like it. All right, well, keep these coming. Send them to the link below, and we will continue to talk shit.
Cool.